Hello, and welcome to this brand new explainer from Helping Life. Today, we're diving into a topic that seems super basic, but is actually absolutely crucial: how to properly turn your computer on and off. I know, it sounds incredibly simple, right? You just press a button and you're done. But honestly, behind the scenes, there's a whole universe of complex processes going on. As a new learner, mastering this basic computer hygiene is literally the first step to keeping your hardware safe and your data totally secure. And don't worry, we're going to keep things simple, using standard industry terms so you get totally familiar with how the pros talk. Let's get right into it.
So, here's what we're going to cover today. We'll start by explaining the boot process, then look at how the operating system handles a proper shutdown. After that, we'll compare sleep versus hibernate modes, dive into the actual risks of an improper shutdown, and finally, look at how to protect your PC with a UPS.
All right, part 1. The boot process explained. Exactly what is happening when you press that power button?
Have you ever actually thought about what goes down when you press power? It's not just like turning on a light bulb. It triggers this amazing, hidden sequence of events. Basically, it happens in 5 chronological steps. Step 1, you check the power supply and cables. Step 2, you press the button, and you'll usually see the fan spin up and LED lights flash. Then comes Step 3, the BIOS or UEFI initialization, which includes a post check. We'll talk more about that in a second. Step 4, the bootloader, like the Windows Boot Manager or GRUB for Linux, takes over. And finally, Step 5, your operating system loads up, and boom, you're looking at your login screen.
Okay, so I mentioned the post check. That stands for Power On Self-Test. Let's break this down simply. You know that little beeping sound you sometimes hear when your PC starts? That's the post check in action. It's essentially your computer's BIOS running a lightning-fast diagnostic test on your RAM, CPU, storage drives, and graphics card. If everything is good to go, the OS loads. If there's a hardware issue, those beeps are actually a code warning you that something's wrong.
Pretty smart, right?
Moving on to part 2. Proper shutdown by OS. This is the safe, correct way to turn off your computer. Just like there's a proper process for waking your PC up, there's a specific, structured way to put it to sleep safely at the end of your session, and it varies depending on what you're using. If you're on Windows, you click Start, hit the power icon, and select Shut Down. On a Mac, you go up to the top left Apple menu and choose Shut Down. And for the Linux users out there, you can literally just type the terminal command sudo shutdown-p now. These exact clicks or commands are what tell your system to safely close up shop.
But why is this so important? Well, shutting down properly has some major hidden benefits. When you do it right, your computer stops all background programs and completely flushes out the RAM. This clears out temporary bugs, solves minor system issues, and prevents your processor from overheating. Plus, it saves energy, protects your privacy, and over time, literally increases the overall lifespan of your hardware. It's basically a daily health reset for your machine.
Part 3. Sleep versus hibernate modes. Let's figure out when to use which power state.
So, sometimes you don't actually need a full shutdown. Let's say you're just stepping away from your desk for a bit. That's where alternative power states come in, and the difference between them is actually super relatable. Sleep mode uses just a tiny bit of power, saves your current work to the RAM, and wakes up almost instantly. It's perfect for a short coffee break. Hibernate, on the other hand, uses absolutely zero power. It saves your work to the hard drive instead of the RAM. It does take a little longer to wake up, but if you're traveling without a charger or stepping away for a really long time, Hibernate is definitely the way to go.
Now let's get into part 4. Risks of improper shutdown. We are officially entering the danger zone.
It's absolutely vital that we understand the severe consequences of bad PC habits. So let me ask you a question. What happens if you're in a rush and you just unplug your PC directly from the wall socket? No OS shutdown, just a sudden loss of power. What is the actual cause and effect of doing that?
Honestly, the results can be pretty disastrous. When you yank that cord, you completely bypass the operating system's structured shutdown routine. This can lead to corrupted OS files. That document you were working on, it could be permanently broken, or you could lose data entirely. Beyond software, it puts massive stress on your power supply unit and motherboard. And if you have a traditional mechanical hard drive, the read/write head can actually crash into the disk, causing hardware instability or even complete boot failure. It's a total nightmare.
There's a great quote from Copybox Document Systems that explains this perfectly. They say, when you unplug a PC that is turned on, the system does not get time to save files, close programs, or write final instructions to the hard drive. Think of it like someone abruptly hanging up the phone on your mid-sentence. The PC literally doesn't get a chance to finish its final thoughts and safely pack up its work.
Now there is one major exception to the rule, and that's the hard reset. You do this by holding the power button down for about 5 seconds, but, and this is a huge but, you should only use this if your system is completely frozen, like the screen is stuck, the mouse won't move, totally locked up. It forces a shutdown right through the motherboard. Please treat this strictly as an emergency, absolute last resort option.
Finally, Part 5. Protecting your PC with a UPS. This is your ultimate hardware safeguard.
Look, we can be perfectly disciplined about shutting down properly ourselves, but what about things we can't control, like random power outages? That's where external hardware comes in, specifically a UPS, or uninterrupted power supply. This is basically a heavy-duty battery device that sits right between your wall outlet and your fragile computer components. It acts as a safety net, instantly providing backup power the moment a blackout hits.
Having a UPS comes with 4 major benefits. First, it gives you that crucial backup power, so you have time to manually save your work and safely shut down. Second, it protects against massive power surges and even lightning strikes. Third, it regulates the voltage output, smoothing out any electrical spikes. And fourth, by preventing expensive hardware damage, it leads to massive cost savings. It's genuinely one of those investments that ends up paying for itself.
So how do you know if a UPS will give you enough time to shut things down? You actually have to calculate its runtime. It involves a few variables. Step 1, find the UPS battery capacity, measured in VAH. Step 2, add up the load power consumption in watts of all your connected devices. Step 3, determine the power factor. And Step 4, plug those numbers into a standard runtime formula. That'll give you a solid estimate of exactly how many minutes you have to save your work before the battery dies. Now, if you've had poor shutdown habits in the past or experienced a lot of power surges, your power supply unit might already be damaged. Keep an eye out for these troubleshooting signs. If your system fails to start or spontaneously reboots out of nowhere, if it randomly locks up while you're using an app, if it's overheating because the internal fan failed, or, worst of all, if you get a little electric shock when you touch the computer case. If you see any of these signs, get your power supply checked immediately.
Well, that wraps things up. Thank you so much for learning with us here at Helping Life. I really hope this explainer helped you understand exactly why treating your PC's power button with respect is so incredibly important. If you found this tutorial helpful, please hit that like button, share it with your friends, leave a comment below with your questions, and definitely subscribe to the channel for more explainer content. Remember, always shut down safely. Seriously, did you shut your PC down properly the last time you used it? Think about it. Catch you in the next one.